feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm trying to be a better person, okay? Because before the pandemic, I was a hoe. And now I'm an ethical slut. So we did it. We did it. We moved to Brooklyn. We made white friends. That's all we did. Because white people, y'all are dope. Y'all forgive people for anything. Y'all are good at that, right? I told my white friends, I was like, maybe I'm a hoe because I'm a bad person. They're like, Drex, you're not a bad person. You're a Scorpio rising. Okay, look at your chart. Look at your chart. The Libra moon balances it out, but you're good. Because I thought it was my drinking. I was like, every time I drink, I hoe when I drink. I knew me, all right? We've all done it. We've all gone out sober one night. Like, I'm not gonna fuck anybody. Then we get 3 shots in, we're like, who is breathing? Anyone breathing? Like, is there someone breathing my way? I'll fuck them right now. This is insane. Right? So I was like, if I cut out drinking, I'll cut out hoeing. Simple math. Right? So I cut out drinking and I just became more efficient than ever, okay? I was the best I'd ever been. I wasn't up at 2 a.m. sending a you up text message. That's for the birds, baby. I was up at 7 a.m., okay? Good morning, beautiful grand rising queen. Okay, I was a problem. Because I heard the early bird gets the pussy. This is what I heard. So now I'm in therapy, and therapy's dope. If you've never been to therapy, you should go to therapy. It's fantastic. Go to therapy, go to therapy. I'm just pointing at men. Go to therapy. You, go to therapy. Okay, it's great. I got a black male therapist. He's fantastic. He lives through me a bit too much, but he's cool about it. Like, I'll be telling him hoe stories and he won't respond like a therapist. And it fucks me up a little bit. I'll be like, yeah, man, it was like me, 2 girls. He's like, word? They got Instagram? I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing right now? What are we doing? Of course they do. Of course they have it. He's like, let's unpack it. Can we unpack that? Can we unpack that? I'm like, hasn't it been over an hour? He's like, I canceled everything for the day. Why would I listen to anyone else's stories right now? My mom makes me sad. Fuck your mom. This man fucks. I like him. He's my friend now. I'm learning a lot about myself in therapy, though. I really am. Like, I'm learning that I love emotional intimacy. Like, if you're open, if you're honest, if you're vulnerable with me, I'll come right now. You can walk in the room with lingerie like, hey, baby, I look sexy. I'm like, shut the fuck up and tell me about your day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get... And I'll trade anything for that emotional intimacy. I'll trade sex for intimacy. I have a strong dick to cuddles pipeline in my life right now. I do. She wants dick, I want cuddles, everyone wins. But I don't warn people that I'm in it for the cuddles, so I just get more intimate as sex happens, right? I'd be like, yeah, girl, you like that? She's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, girl, you like me? She's like, what? I'm like, nothing. Get back in the game. Get back in the game. We're getting in the game. Getting in the game. My bad. I'll handle that in therapy. That's on me. That's a me thing. That's not an us thing. That's a me thing. I turn into 50 Cent in 21 Questions. I'm like, if I went to jail, would you still love me? She's like, what is happening right now? I am just trying to fuck, and you are fucking this up. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My therapist, he wants me to write down 5 different emotions every day so I can connect my feelings, which is hard for me because I only thought there were 3 emotions. I thought there was horny, tired, annoyed. Done? Now I'm writing down all these emotions. I'm realizing that white people, y'all have this thing called emotional privilege. Yeah, you do. And so, I do declare, how... Y'all get to experience emotions that people of color aren't allowed to experience in their entirety yet. All right? Like, if I were to call my mom right now and tell her I feel invalidated. She'd be like, what are you, a parking ticket? What the fuck does that mean? What does it mean? Drex, drive around the block 2 times. See if you feel better. Just drive around the block. I'm like, Mom, I'm not feeling heard. She's like, heard? I'm listening to you right now. I'm like, yeah, you're listening, but you're not hearing. And she's like, you changed. I don't like it. You moved to Brooklyn, you made white friends, and you changed. I'm like, Mom, I didn't change. I'm a Scorpio rising. Look at my chart. Look at my chart. His big thing for me this week, he's like, Drex, you need to figure out who you are. And that's a big existential question, all right? When I have questions like that, I like to call my grandparents, because old people got cookies and answers. Right? You ever eat an old person's food and it tastes like a year? You're like, yo, Grandma, what happened in 65? This pie tastes like struggle. But I called my grandmother, right? And I didn't realize that she got recently diagnosed with dementia, right? So when I called her, I was like, yo, Grandma, I don't know who I am. She was like, word? You too? Who am I? I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, we in it together. So I called, we figuring it out together, me and her, every day. That's what we do. I call her, she's like, who am I? I'm like, your grandma. She's like, that's good. Okay. Okay. And you are? I'm like, I'm Drex. She's like, even better. Okay, that bet. Let us pray. We be praying. Her big thing for me, she's like, Drex, you need to find God, because if you find God, you'll find yourself, which, I don't know. All my friends who found God didn't end up cooler. No one's like, I found God, let's hit the club. No one's ever done that, right? No one's like, I found God, you want to meet my pet gecko? You're like, what is happening? Get it together, Steve. But I love my grandmother, so I read the Bible, and it turns out the Bible skips everything in Jesus' life between 18 and 30. And that's some hoe shit. Right? Right? Only hoes skip shit. If you're on a date with someone and you were like, yo, tell me about your 20s, it's like, don't worry about that. No, I'm a good person now. If you're like, wait. Girl, I would die for you. Shut the fuck up. What happened in your 20s? You don't think Jesus had a move? You don't think he walked up to a girl like, what, you sipping water? Not anymore. You don't think this man had a move? Not at all. His friends wrote his book. That's suspicious. All right? Because only male friends will lie about you to make you seem like a better person than who you are. That's what we do. You don't think there was a part of the Bible that got cut out of some girl walking up to the group being like, excuse me, guys, sorry to bother y'all. Was Jesus at the club last night? And they're like, what, Jesus? Girl, he was getting fish and bread for everybody. Don't worry about him. He's a good guy. You should follow him. You should follow him. That's a good man. She's like, oh, really? Because I ain't heard from him in a few days. And they're like, that's because he died. But he died for you. He died for you. He died for you because he loves you with all his heart. That's what he told me. John, write that down. He loves you with all his heart. He loves you so much, girl. He was a carpenter, but we ain't seen a single thing this man has built. Suspicious. A little suspicious. Right? There should be, he's a carpenter. There should be a museum of things this man built. There should be tables and chairs and Tyler Perry movies everywhere, but there's not. None. His most famous piece of wood, he outsourced. So like, you got God's hands, but you can't build your own cross? Get it together, man. Get it together. You've been thirst trapping all Bible, and you want to come in here. Every picture we have of Jesus is a thirst trap. Every single one is just like, you know what it is. Even the footsteps in the sand, he's like, you know, I carry people on my free time. I be carrying people. Which is why I don't think he was working with wood. I think he was laying pipe, and that's okay. Jesus could have been a plumber. Of course, I would love it if Jesus fucked in the Bible. The Bible would be a lot more fun and a lot more accurate. There'd be a whole section of him teaching you how to find the clit. It would be good for everybody. Be like, brothers, gather around. You want to hit it with the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You know what I trying to be a better person. That's what I'm trying to be, right? I found out that there are two different types of men, and I don't know what to do with this information, but I found this out recently. I found out that there are two types of men in this world, all right? There's and the dick and but the dick. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about? You got it. You got it immediately, right? So and the dick is like, he brings everything to the table. He's got his own house, his own car. He's got a dog that loves him. You know what I'm saying? He pays for the date. He's good at dinners, whatever. And he's got dick and the dick. That man's a unicorn. Vote for him for president. That man is a unicorn. There's a lot of y'all here with a butt the dick dude. This man is a walking red flag, but that dick though. But that dick though. There's also a worse part of that, which is like, he's got everything you need. But the dick, you know what I'm saying? But the dick, he ain't got no dick. All right. That was new. All right, so I'll say this and I'll get out of here, because y'all have been a lot of fucking fun. I don't know, I'm just trying to figure life out. That's what I'm trying to figure out, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not afraid of white women anymore. Because we Karen the fuck out of y'all. All pandemic. You look like one. The way you cross your arms, you're like, if I could complain, I would right now, but I'm not gonna complain. Right? Every time a white woman acted up, we hit her with the color purple hands. Like, till you do right by me, white woman, I'll make sure none of your rosés freeze. You know, whatever we had to say, whatever we had to do, right? And she'd be like, please stop now, you know? I saw a white lady at a restaurant the other day with a legitimate complaint, and she did not make it. Because she did not want to be Karen's, right? There was hair in her food. I saw the hair from my table. The whole restaurant saw the hair. There was a black lady outside of the room being like, girl, that's a hair. Like the whole, girl, I don't know what you're doing, that's a hair in your food. Like she was going for it. Her husband was pissed. Baby, we should say some shit. There's hair in your food. We should say some shit. She was like, shut the fuck up. If I say something, they're gonna Karen me, and I don't want to get Karen right now. I just don't have the capacity. So I watched her eat around it like an ally, just saying. I was like, this is what Martin marched for. This is what he marched for. You guys have been fantastic. Yo. Anytime, Allie, get up here.